I love movies. I love the way that they entrance us, as me as an audience. And then when I get to be on the other side of the curtain, when I'm the magician on the stage, when I'm making a movie, I love the study of that. How is it that what I do entrances people, compels them to watch, spins a story for them, makes a story? I love that. I'm called Charles Dye. Some people call me Charlie, but very few. It's kind of interesting. Nobody calls me Chuck, and that's because I ask them not to. Right now I've got a job of teaching at Virginia Tech. I'm called an assistant professor here. I teach cinema production, which is filmmaking. From the time that I can remember, I've had a camera. We always had cameras around our house, and documenting life was a part of my family. It was what we did in my family. Is we took pictures of each other, and sometimes it's ridiculous. Like at family Thanksgivings or Christmas, like the amount of time we spend photographing the event exceeds the event. Like it's actually kind of absurd sometimes. When I was 20 years old, I sat up on the Rock of Gibraltar for about 6 days. I was very stubborn when I was young. I was very stubborn. I just sat up there. And I was like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, I got to figure this out. Like, I feel very confused. And I said, I'm going to finish school because school's a good thing. But obviously school's not going to teach me everything. I knew that after 2 years of college, I already knew that I wasn't going to get all the education I wanted out of school. So I was like, when I get out of college, I'm going to go just travel the world. And I'm just going to live my life as full as I can in as many ways as I can. And then after a period of that, I will have gotten the education I require. I want life through living. And at that point, I'm going to start making movies. I'm going to give back to the world what I've been able to take in. I'm going to become an artist and start making movies. And then I said, after I do that for 15 or 20 years, then I'm going to teach students how to do it. Because at that point, I will need some stability in my life, and I don't want to be traveling around because I'm going to want a family. So I'm going to become a teacher and have one place to live. And I mean, that's exactly what I've done. It's really kind of weird. I don't have a memory of a particular film that inspired me to want to make films. But it's funny, when I was in college, junior college, I remember riding my bike, or somehow getting to the movie theater. They had a little tiny old theater in my town. And I went down there and I watched Terminator, the original one. And it was awesome. It was so awesome. And it's like that movie is like burned into my head, like just that one work of art. But it wasn't like after that I wanted to be a filmmaker. It was just that I just really remember that movie. I don't know why. It was so over the top or something. I really enjoyed it. Because after the movie I got out of the theater and I rode my bike, 6 miles back across the desert to my college dorm. And maybe it was just this time in my life where I'd eaten the right thing that day or got the right sleep, but I could just remember that film. Whereas other films kind of, here and go. Another reason I love film is it's kind of like a full body experience. It's not like I clock in and clock out. And sometimes that's maddening to try and raise a family that way, because it's like I have to be all in to my film, and then I have to somehow be all in with my family too. I have to be with my son and be with my daughter and be with my wife. And sometimes I'm able to intermingle those worlds and have my son and daughter and wife come with me on shoots and be involved in my creative process, but often not. I mean, it's my thing. It's what I'm fascinated by. It's not what my son is fascinated by. That's a tension to a certain extent in my life, that the full committedness that film requires, it sometimes makes it hard to be the dad and husband that I want to be, or that I must be, that I am. The next phase of the project, after filmmaker, teacher, the next phase of my project, that's when I'm going to open a wooden toy store.